Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're digging into how technology is being used to fight corruption.
Specifically in Thailand, right, with the National Anti-Corruption Commission, the NACC.
Exactly. They've got this mission for their year 2568, that's 2025 for us, using geospatial tech to protect state assets.
Yeah, and our source material, it's basically like a performance report. Lots of numbers, lots of cases.
It gives us a pretty clear picture, a shortcut really, into how these high-tech mapping tools are supposed to bring transparency.
Right, moving beyond just talk and into, actual verifiable results using maps and data.
Okay, so let's start big picture. Aerial analysis. They're reading satellite and aerial images.
And the numbers show they completed, 26 cases this way?
Yeah, 26 cases covering about 2,900 rays of land.
Which, for listeners, one ray is roughly 0.4 acres, so carry the one. That's over 1,000 acres.
Around 1,150 acres, yeah. Scrutinized just from the air. That's quite something.
But it's not just looking from above, is it? They get down on the ground, too.
Right, that's the next step. They formed 9 integrated subcommittees for field work.
And 5 of those have already finished their work.
Correct. Covering over 900 rays. So maybe around 360 acres or so on the ground.
And they're using some pretty advanced gear for that, I gather, for maximum accuracy.
Oh, yeah. We're talking unmanned aerial vehicles, drones, basically, and these GNSS satellite receivers.
GNSS Global Navigation Satellite Systems. So not just regular GPS, but like super precise.
Military-grade stuff, essentially.
Yeah.
It means the boundaries they map are accurate down to, centimeters.
Wow, centimeters. That kind of precision must be critical for legal challenges and boundary disputes.
Absolutely. And that leads into another area, specialized mapping tasks.
Like preparing maps specifically for investigations.
Exactly. They finished 17 cases involving 144 specific land plots just for that purpose, verifying state land boundaries, creating maps as evidence.
So really building indisputable records.
Yeah. But here's something I found really fascinating, a bit of an aha moment, technically speaking.
What's that?
They're using sonar, water depth measuring tech.
Sonar. How does that fit in with land corruption?
Well, they integrate it with the GNSS receivers. It lets them calculate the volume of soil or earth removed from the site. Think construction projects, quarrying.
Ah, I see. So they can check if a contractor actually moved the amount of earth they claimed they did.
Precisely. It makes it much harder to inflate invoices or, commit fraud in those kinds of projects. Can't really argue with the measured volume.
That's clever. Really using the tech to get forensic level detail. Okay, so they collect all this amazing data in the field. Where does it go? How is it managed?
Good question. It all seems to feed into their central system, NACC Maps v.2.0.
A digital hub. And the usage stats on that are pretty high, aren't they?
Very high. Over 7,000 accesses in just 9 months.
Wow.
Used for asset inspection, corruption suppression support, investigations. It shows it's not just a pilot project, it's actually being used day to day.
That adoption rate is key. It means the organization sees the value.
And it extends out to the field teams too, right? With mobile apps.
The Field Maps application enhances mobility, used in over 24 cases already.
Plus, they're supporting transparency assessments too. There's an ITA map system for the Office of Integrity and Transparency Assessment.
Used over 120 times. So the tech isn't just for catching past corruption, but also for assessing current transparency levels.
Okay, so pulling it all together. What's the big takeaway from these numbers?
Well, you look at the scale. Thousands of ray analyzed, hundreds inspected on the ground with high precision. You look at the tools, drones, GNSS, even sonar, and the system usage, thousands of internal accesses.
Yeah.
It really paints a picture of geospatial technology acting as a very sharp instrument for accountability. It makes things concrete, verifiable.
Harder to fudge the details when the land itself is digitally mapped and measured so precisely.
Exactly. It kind of marks the end of an era where boundaries could be vague or project quantities easily manipulated on paper.
So that leaves us with something to think about, doesn't it, for you, the listener? When you have this level of technological precision, UAVs mapping boundaries, GNSS locking positions, sonar measuring volumes, what does that really mean for the future? Not just in Thailand, but globally.
Yeah, think about land ownership, public project integrity. When the physical world is mirrored so accurately in the digital realm,
how much harder does it actually become to hide wrongdoing? Where do the shadows even exist anymore?
Something to ponder.